If you're getting ready to go back to campus and you want to take up bodybuilding, stick around. I'm going to talk to you about why it's a good thing and some pitfalls you need to avoid. What's going on, everybody? Tenacity Strength here, Larry Brown. Welcome back to the channel. Haven't broadcasted to you from the glorious talking couch for quite a while, so really happy to be back here. Today I want to talk about some things that people that are going to college, if they want to take up bodybuilding, some things that they need to consider. It's a wonderful time of year, right? Students are making their way back, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Some may be new to campus, some may be veterans to campus, some may be working really hard to get off campus, and that's all well and good. But they may be going back with the mindset of, I want to be a competitive bodybuilder, I want to go into wellness, I want to go into bikini, any of those divisions that require some considerable amount of time in the gym, some considerable amount of time paying attention to diet, and some considerable time not being the average college student. So when I was a non-traditional student at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, so I was already well within my. You still get lost in the sauce of campus life. You know, you may go to a tailgate. You may go pass by a gathering. You may even get invited to a party or something like that. Obviously, I declined because I was in my 30s and I didn't want to be around no 20-year-olds. But you may get invited to those if you are within that age range. And the one thing that you have to understand about bodybuilding is that it's a sport, it's an endeavor of high sacrifice. Even just taking care of your fitness without any competitive aspirations is a lot to ask of a young adult. And some of the things that I had to learn going from young adult all the way up to adulthood, because I didn't go to college right out the gate. The one thing you need to understand that as a late teen, early 20-something year old is that you're not going to have an extreme amount of discipline, right? You're not going to have an extreme amount of discipline to diet. You're not going to have that discipline to training. You're not going to be able to generate the intensity needed oftentimes to grow. And I'm here to tell you that's okay. Especially in the realm of what we have in social media, you are expected to be at Y when you're really at X. And being at X for a considerable amount of time is fine within your late teens and early 20s. Again, as long as you're moving towards Y, whatever your Y looks like, whether it be stepping on stage, whether it be to lose an X amount of pounds, whether it be to bench press, whether it be to just simply move better, whether it be to just fit in some clothes, whatever your Y axis is, understand that you're going to start off at X. You're going to start off at X no matter what, right? Even if you were a former athlete in high school and you're just kind of looking to pick up that discipline, it's a little different when you don't have people yelling at you, don't have people coaching you, don't have teammates. This fitness thing, this bodybuilding thing, this is a solo project. Yeah, I get there's coaches out there. Yeah, I get that there are people who say you need to be a part of the team. That work you do in the gym, even if you have a plan, is by yourself. So it's got to come from here and from here as much as it comes from a piece of paper or an exterior source. Also understand that while you do not have that extreme amount of discipline, you are going to have plenty of distractions where you have to exercise the discipline that you do have. Again, parties, tailgates, and the pull is even worse if your football team is good and you get offered to go to a tailgate. Okay, you have to understand that in your mind that you can go to some of these, you can go to them fairly often, to be honest with you, but when you get there, you have to make good decisions. You're going to have to limit or not drink. You're going to have to watch your food or indulge in it just a little bit. And then you're just going to have to work a little bit harder to get the calories off if you do indulge. That's just the bottom line. A lot of people will say, oh, well, you can't out train a bad diet. Okay, that's fine, but you can work off some of that stuff that you ate. So when you get to these spots where you feel like your discipline may be compromised, you may want to pull back a little bit and understand that, hey, my friends are my friends, they'll understand. If you're new to campus, that pull is just as hard. My advice to you is just simply let it happen. Let it happen. Make friends, because this is a special time in your life that you're not going to get back, and you're going to wish you had went to those football games. You're going to wish you had went to those parties, those student gatherings. But it is up to you as almost a functioning full adult to make good decisions, because the decisions that you make on a daily basis is going to affect your bodybuilding progress. It's going to affect your life. This is where bodybuilding and life bleeds into each other, because the good decisions you make in regards to the gym, that's going to carry over to when you need to do something around the house, when you need to do something to get a house, to get a career, or something like that. Also, I need you all, and I want you all to hear me. You have to function like a student athlete if you want to be part of this larger fitness endeavor when it comes to the stage. You, even if you don't have the resources, you have to function that way. Go to bed at a certain time, execute and practice, which is the gym for you because you don't have an actual practice field. And then you just have to do it every day on repeat. And the difference between you and an actual student athlete that plays a sport, you don't get the luxury of an off season. There's no, in bodybuilding and in fitness, there's no real such thing as an off season. I've come to realize it's more of a relaxed season. And when I say relaxed, I even use that very loosely. Not maybe a non-competitive season, but you're always training. You're always eating correctly. You're always going to bed on time. So you have to shift that mindset that you are an actual student athlete. So that's one thing that I need for people that are in college, fresh in school, that want to compete one day. You have to start thinking in that mind frame now. You have to start accounting for your time, especially when midterms come up, when finals come up. Even with all that going on, the workout still takes place. Maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, but that workout still needs to happen. Under no circumstances should you be missing training sessions. I even have that standard for myself as an adult. When I miss a training session, if I do, it angers me to no bounds. It angers me to no bounds. So please understand, you have to guard your training just as much as you guard your study time. Okay? And lastly, the one thing that I want to convey to you guys is you're still a student. You are still 100% a student. So your studies come first. If you have to miss a training session, then it better be for some damn studying. It better not be because you're hungover. It better not be because you were with your little boo thing. This ain't the time for shacking up. This ain't the time for just indulging a lot of alcohol. This is a time to work. This is a time to build. This is the perfect time to do it. And I know I probably sound like your dad. I probably sound like your mama, your drunk uncle, whatever. But this is the perfect time to work on that discipline muscle that I just talked about earlier. You're at X right now. You're working towards Y. Whatever your Y axis is, that's what you're working towards. So please continue to work. Understand that you are in a building season, and you can't have a very stable house with a weak foundation. This is the beginning of the big leagues, because once you graduate college, once you get into your post-grad work, or if you're going for a master's degree, or if you're going for a doctorate, and when you get into your postdoc, then you're in the big leagues. But right now, you're still in development stages. But once you get to the big leagues, it's going to be harder to make those shifts, to make those changes. So put your habits into practice now, so that when you get to where you're going to professionally, career-wise, you have that discipline muscle already trained up to where it needs to go. And I'm sorry. This is lastly, have fun with it all. Make a lot of memories. You don't have to make bad decisions to have a lot of memories. Let other people make bad decisions and you can make fun of them later. But as far as you personally go, you need to make decisions in the 80 to 85% range of good. You're going to make some stupid mistakes because you're younger, or even older if you're older. But if you stay within that range, that's fine. If you give yourself some grace when you make those mistakes, that's excellent too, because that's a muscle that needs to be trained as well. Giving yourself grace in a time of adversity when you are making mistakes. Okay? So please understand that it's great to have fun, and I highly, highly, highly encourage it. But give yourself grace, stay in that 80 to 85% range. And if you're not sure if something you're about to do is a good or a bad decision, if you still have mom and dad, auntie, uncle, wake up, wake them up, give them a call. They're probably watching something on TV or on Netflix anyway. So give them a call, see how they're doing, check in with them, and get some mentorship, because that mentorship can keep you from making extremely bad decisions. And if you do make that bad decision, then hold that L and learn from it. Hold that L 100% and learn from it. All right? So, short talk today, but it was something I wanted to really get off my chest, because I know when people go to campus, they just start doing a lot of stuff in the gym, and I wanted to attack it differently than from these are the exercises you could do, these are the sets of reps you should do. No one really gives a F about that, right? Like, we can look up programs and buy programs and get all of that information, but it's the intangibles that's going to make students successful. It's the intangibles that's going to set them up well for life. And oftentimes you can't get that in a pre-written program. Okay? So until next time, guys, forward this to your favorite student. If you're a student, like and comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be bringing more content to you. Not sure if it's going to be college-based, but it's going to have some learning in there. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. God bless. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day, and we'll see you next time.